Essay 2024 UPSC Civil Services Exam, Section A. The fourth essay which is given, which was asked, is the doubter is a true man of science. ये ऐसे पूछा गया. The doubter यानी कहने का मतलब those who don't go for belief, those who don't go for accepting a thing without verification is a true man of science. And science is systematic study based on observation, repetition, experimentation, demonstration, empirical facts which are verifiable, which are universal in nature. That is what science is. And the doubter means those who investigate, those who don't accept, those who don't follow, those who are not blind, those who are not blind follower, those who are not attached to the traditions, customs, beliefs only because they are going on for thousands of years, because Sati system was also followed for thousands of years. So why Raja Ram Mohan Roy questioned it? So true man of science does not means only scientists like Galileo and like Newton and like Copernicus and like Aryabhat, Brahmihir and like Sushrutu and Dhanvantri. They are scientists in a real sense, but man of science means every person, be it field of science and technology, be it social sphere, be it economic sphere, be it religious sphere. Buddha also said, Apo Deepo Bhava, apna Deepak khud bano. Don't believe in me. I am only your teacher, I am only your guide, I am only your coach. You don't blindly believe in me. Just test, just experiment, just experience. Hannah Arendt, the political thinker, also believed in experience-based applied knowledge, phenomenology, rather than only knowledge which is passed on for so many generations. So you must understand this given statement कि true man of science कौन है, जो डाउट करे, जो संदेह करे, जो ब्लाइंड फेथ ना करे, जो किसी बात को इसीलिए सिर्फ ना मान ले क्योंकि हजारों साल से परंपरा चली आ रही है, कस्टम्स ट्रेडिशंस हैं, इसके कारण से ही उसको ब्लाइंडली मानना, वो ट्रू मैन ऑफ साइंस हो ही नहीं सकता, उसका साइंटिफिक टेम्पर हो ही नहीं सकता. और इसको हम लोग शुरुआत से ही करेंगे. जब ज्यादातर ऐसे में आप देखेंगे कुछ चीजों को रेफर करना बड़ा आसान होता है, वो हैंडी हैं, जैसे प्लेटो, एरिस्टोटल, एंसेंट इंडिया के बुद्धा, महावीर, जैन, क्योंकि रेफरेंस टू राम एंड कृष्ण एंड माइथोलॉजी एंड रामायण एंड महाभारत is less desirable rather than referring to Buddha and Mahavir Jain. Let me tell you that the Ramayana and Mahabharata, we have immense faith, but they are mythologies, the historical truth are lesser. They're there, and the question is still regarding that unless you verify it, unless you doubt it, unless there are archaeological evidences, unless there is corroboration, you don't accept it as it is. So that what the question is. तो ये क्वेश्चन या ये जो एस्से का टॉपिक है, इसको समझना सबसे पहले जरूरी है. Whatever I advise that don't start writing outrightly. Just whenever you see the topic of essay, first understand the essay, then understand its opposite. जैसे अगर क्वेश्चन पूछा हुआ है कि doubter is true man of science, तो believer is what? Is not true man of science. And what is science? That you already know. तो पहले टॉपिक को समझना जरूरी है. टॉपिक को समझने के लिए एक बहुत अच्छा अप्रोच होता है कि उसका अपोजिट कॉन्सेप्ट को समझना. यानी कि अगर किसी टॉपिक को, वर्ड को समझना है तो उसका एंटोनिम, विलोम शब्द समझते हैं तो उससे कॉन्ट्रास्ट आता है. फिर वी कैन सी द थिंग्स रिलेटेड विथ इट. हाँ, साइंस के साथ और क्या चीज रिलेटेड है. तो साइंस के साथ आजकल स्टेम आ रहा है, साइंस, टेक्नोलॉजी, इंजीनियरिंग, मैथमेटिक्स. ये तो एक पर्टिकुलर ब्रांच है, लेकिन verification, experimentation, demonstration, so science you must be knowing. So once you understand the topic, that you elaborate in the introduction, then in the body you have to start with the historical part. जैसे अगर प्लेटो, एरिस्टोटल को रेफर करते हैं तो प्लेटो applied deductive approach. That deductive method is procedure of inquiry. Deductive method is biased approach based on predetermined conclusion and logic is given, reasoning is given to prove that conclusion. That for Plato, he already concluded that ideas were more important than matter. He already concluded that philosophy was more than important than physics. Then he started giving arguments to prove that. So arguments, logics, rational thinking, that is also one of the way of proving something. But more scientific is Aristotelian method, inductive method. Inductive method is based on observation, particular to general, while deductive method is general to particular. And inductive method is based on observation, empirical observation. So Aristotle is called father of political science, not Plato. Plato is called father of political philosophy. In philosophy, you have certain higher ideals, higher goals, higher thinking, which may not be real today, which may be realized in future. So philosophy is also logical. Philosophy is also called mother of all sciences. Unless you think higher, you cannot achieve. Like it was philosophy earlier that we can fly in space. Then aeroplane was made. It was philosophy earlier that we can reach moon. Then rockets were made. So philosophy is also based on logic, but it's based on evaluative statement. But science is based on empirical statement, and both are complementary. And it is said that philosophy is the mother of all sciences. But at the same time, it is also important that the topic given is doubter. That doubter means जो डाउट करते हैं, जो क्वेश्चन करते हैं, जो चीजों को एज इट इज नहीं मानते. फॉर एग्जाम्पल, जैसे मैंने प्लेटो और एरिस्टोटल का एग्जाम्पल दिया, तो जो पूरा इवोल्यूशन इंसान का हुआ है, मटेरियल डेवलपमेंट हुआ है, जो प्रोग्रेस हुआ है, वो डाउट के कारण ही हुआ है. बिकॉज इन प्रिमिटिव लाइफ मैन वाज फूड गैदरर एंड हंटर इन पैलियोलिथिक पीरियड, but he doubted that stone implements had certain limitation, there can be better substitute of it. Then he doubted that we can go for beyond hunting, we can go for agriculture. Then a new thing was started. Unless they doubted the earlier method, that could not have paved the way for a better, materially more advanced method. So then he realized that it is better to bring the crops from our field by not sliding but by rolling. Then wheel was invented. So again it was based on doubt. So wheel was invented in Neolithic period. Then Chalcolithic, metal was used. Unless there was doubt on stone implements, metal could not have been used. Later, alloy, tin and copper were mixed to make bronze. Bronze age Harappan civilization was there. So this is how doubts created a way for innovation, created way for inventions, discoveries. So they were not people who were believing in prototype beliefs and ongoing practices. Those who doubted, they became vehicles of development. They started development. They, in fact, they were at the forefront of the development. And also, we have to give so many examples that बुद्धा का धर्म को भी संदेहवादी धर्म कहा जाता है. बुद्ध ने भी कहा अपो दीपो भव, अपना दीपक सो खुद बनो. Don't go by the knowledge of Shastra, whatever Shastra is written, because in Shastra, Dharma Shastra or Smriti and Shruti, that those knowledge with Ved, it is being said that Vedas are eternal and Rishis are mantra drashta. They have just figured out the knowledge. Knowledge was already there given by God in the atmosphere. So knowledge or Vedas are eternal. They are not aparushe. They are not man-made. They are God. They are made by God, and rishis have only invented it. It was already existing. Vedas are eternal. So this is what faith is. This is what Brahminical tradition, in Sanatan tradition, it is being said that you believe. Whether focus on Shraddha, focus on faith, focus on darshan, while Buddhism focus on dhyan. Buddhism focus on doubt. Buddhism focus on investigation. Buddhism focused on inward journey. Buddhism focused on rationality. Buddhism focused on the scientific approach. So Buddhist method is inductive, empirical observation, while Brahminical approach is deductive, that is based on predetermined conclusion, that you already believe that there is a God. So there are two things: man created God in his brain, or God created man. So God created man is in deductive domain, while man created the concept of God in his mind is a scientific inductive domain. So this is how you have to differentiate. You have to give various historical examples, and then you have to proceed that how doubt led to developments throughout the period human history. In fact, in medieval period there was more focus on tradition, customs, beliefs, conservative things, practices, and this is the reason why 500 to 1200 AD was the dark age of Europe, medieval age of Europe, feudal age of Europe. There was dominance of religion, there was authority of religion, while modern period was based on dominance or authority of science, and postmodern period is based on authority of narrative or discourse. So the the belief in the tradition and customs that caused dark age, that were exploited by feudal lords and church, that you give fee to the feudal lords and church, and there your sins would be washed out. So they were all beliefs. In Bible, so many things were written which were proved wrong later. In Bible, it was written that the Jesus Christ was walking on water. In Bible, it was written that Earth is at the center of universe. In Bible, it is written that sun revolves around Earth. In Bible, it is written that money lending is not good. So many things of Bible proved wrong from 14th century onwards. And with modernization, with the fall of Constantinople 1453, Christian world realized its conservativeness. Christian world realized that it is materially backward than that of Arab Muslim world. Ottoman Empire won in 1453. So that was due to advanced science, technology, material power, military power, strategies, rational scientific thinking. And every defeat gives you the lesson, introspection. So same was true when in ancient period, Peloponnesian War, the Spartans defeated Athens, and then Athens thinkers like Socrates, Plato, they suggested reforms, and reforms were made. Similarly, after defeat of Constantinople, Christian world realized that they are not believing in science, they are irrational, they are unscientific. So modernization started. Modernization had three pillars: rationality, scientific approach, humanism, in 14th century onwards. And that converted in 400 to 500 years. So the whole Christian world became modern, became rational, became scientific, with trading capitalism, with mercantilism, with industrial capitalism, with financial capitalism, with prosperity, with so many revolutions like American Revolution, which was the victory of American capitalism against British imperialism, and there was victory of separation of power, the Republican form of government, federalism, French Revolution with liberty, equality, fraternity, republicanism, separation of powers, freedom of press, human rights, right of self-determination, advent of democracy. So all these developments that led to progress, and that was based on doubt. अगर वास्को डिगामा को और अमेरिगो को, जेम्स कुक को, कोलंबस को ये कहा जाता कि आप पहले के ट्रेडिशन के अनुसार चलिए, किसी ने खोजा नहीं है अमेरिका, इंडिया, ऑस्ट्रेलिया को, तो इनिशिएटिव लेते ही नहीं, इंटरप्राइज करते ही नहीं, रिस्क लेते ही नहीं. बट कुछ नया तभी होता है वंस यू टेक रिस्क एंड यू डोंट go for avoiding failure. You accept failure also as a positive. Thomas Edison, whenever he was failing, then he was quite happy that now I have eliminated one of the possibility. I am inching closer to the truth. I am inching closer to the breakthrough. So this is how the approach is that जो डाउट करते हैं, जो साइंटिफिक अप्रोच अब तो अप्लाई करते हैं, चाहे सोसाइटीज हो, चाहे नेशंस हो, चाहे इंडिविजुअल हो, चाहे फैमिली हो. इसीलिए हमारे फंडामेंटल ड्यूटीज ऑफ सिटीजन्स जो 51A में है, उसमें भी है टू प्रोमोट साइंटिफिक टेम्पर, बिकॉज वी आर वन ऑफ द वर्स्ट सफरर ऑफ लैक ऑफ साइंटिफिक टेम्पर. वी हैव सो मेनी सुपरस्टिशन, इरेशनलिटी, वी हैव सो मेनी सोशल इविल्स. जैसे मैंने बताया, राजा राम मोहन रॉय, चाहे ईश्वर चंद्र विद्यासागर, चाहे द्वारिकानाथ टैगोर जो 19th सेंचुरी में थे, दयानंद सरस्वती, चाहे सर सैयद अहमद खान, चाहे विवेकानंद, चाहे रामकृष्ण परमहंस, ये सभी सोशल रिफॉर्मर्स थे. और इन्होंने देखा कि ज्यादातर इरेशनल, इनह्यूमन, क्रूएल सोशल प्रैक्टिसेस जो थाउजेंड्स ऑफ ईयर से चले आ रहे हैं, दे वर रिलीजियसली जस्टिफाइड, सो दोज रिफॉर्म्स वर कॉल्ड सोशियो रिलीजियस रिफॉर्म्स। दे केम टू द कंक्लूजन, जब तक रिलीजियस बिलीफ को नहीं तोड़ा जाएगा तब तक सोशल इविल्स खत्म नहीं होंगे। इसी तरह से अंबेडकर ने भी कहा कि ये जो सोशल इविल्स है, अनटचेबिलिटी, कास्ट बेस्ड डिस्क्रिमिनेशन, उसका सैंक्शन तो रिलीजन से आता है। तो जब तक रिलीजन को एड्रेस नहीं करेंगे, जब तक मनुस्मृति को डायनामाइट से नहीं उड़ाएंगे, तब तक जो है वो सोशल रिफॉर्म्स नहीं होगा, तब तक अनटचेबिलिटी खत्म नहीं होगी, तब तक दलितों का कंडीशन इंप्रूव नहीं होगा। तो ये हर स्फीयर ऑफ लाइफ में हम दिखा सकते हैं। सिर्फ यहाँ पे ये नहीं कि न्यूटन, कोपरनिकस और गैलीलियो इनका एग्जाम्पल देना है, जहाँ पे जो फिजिक्स, केमिस्ट्री, बायोलॉजी, उनके भी एग्जांपल्स देने हैं, थॉमस एडिशन, उनके भी एग्जांपल्स देने हैं, नो डाउट। लेकिन यहाँ पे कुछ जो टॉपिक है वो ट्रू मैन ऑफ साइंस है। तो राजा राम मोहन रॉय वाज आल्सो ट्रू मैन ऑफ साइंस, विवेकानंद वाज आल्सो ट्रू मैन ऑफ साइंस हु बिलीव्ड इन कर्मा नॉट कर्मकांडास, Ramakrishna Paramhans was also believed in true men of science. Sir Syed Ahmad Khan was also true man of science, and Aristotle was also true man of science, and also so many. Buddha was also true man of science, and the Protestants were also true men of science, because Catholic Church में तो belief है, faith है, tradition है, customs है, blind faith है। So this is how we see that they are against the elements of modernization, और मॉडर्नाइजेशन का आधार ही रैशनलिटी है, ऑब्जर्वेशन है, रिपीटिशन है, एक्सपेरिमेंटेशन है, ना कि ब्लाइंड फेथ है, ना कि ट्रेडिशन है। तो मॉडर्नाइजेशन ब्रोक द ट्रेडिशंस आल्सो, मॉडर्नाइजेशन ब्रोक द इरेशनल, इनह्यूमन practices also that pave the way for development, और that process is on and on। क्योंकि पहले हम बिलीव करते थे सिर्फ जो है 0-1 का ही सेमीकंडक्टर्स है, आज क्वांटम कंप्यूटिंग आ गया, तो क्यूबिट्स आ गया, पहले बिट्स ही थे। तो दैट इज न्यू डेवलपमेंट। पहले मानते थे कि त्रिगुणा प्रकृति है, इलेक्ट्रॉन, प्रोटॉन, न्यूट्रॉन, अब पाई मेट्रॉन और एलिमेंट्री पार्टिकल्स और ग्रेविटॉन्स और गॉड पार्टिकल ये भी आ गए। तो वंस यू कीप ऑन इन्वेस्टिगेटिंग यू फाइंड न्यू एंड न्यू थिंग्स। पहले ये मानते थे कि प्लूटो हमारे फैमिली, सोलर फैमिली में है, लेकिन अब उसको आउट किया गया बेस्ड ऑन साइंटिफिक पैरामीटर्स। तो whenever you doubt अदर उस एक चीज को फॉर एवर एक्सेप्ट कर ली जाए। पहले माना था वन जीन वन एंजाइम थ्योरी, बट ह्यूमन जीनोम प्रोजेक्ट हैज प्रूव्ड इट रॉन्ग। so many things have proved been wrong। so पहले बाइबल की चीजें, धर्म में जो लिखी हुई चीजें हैं उनको लिटरली ट्रू मानी जाती थी, आज उनको फंडामेंटलिस्ट कहते हैं। those who literally adhere to the religious text are called fundamentalists, they are rigid, they cause tension, they cause violence, they cause intolerance। so this is how we have to elaborate on this। तो ये इस तरह के ऐसे को लिखने के लिए पहले आपको टॉपिक समझना होगा, फिर उसको इंट्रोडक्शन में एलाबोरेट करना पड़ेगा, फिर बॉडी में हिस्टोरिकल एग्जाम्पल। इसके अलावा मैं फ्रेमवर्क बता देता हूँ कि हिस्टोरिकल में इंडियन और वर्ल्ड के एग्जाम्पल्स दें। प्लेटो, एरिस्टोटल को रेफर करें तो बहुत अच्छा है, बुद्धा को रेफर करें तो बहुत अच्छा है, राम और कृष्ण को या रामायण महाभारत के एग्जाम्पल्स को कम देने की कोशिश करें, ये मेरा एडवाइस है। अदरवाइज देने के लिए दे सकते हैं, खासकर जैसे मॉरलिटी के स्फीयर में दे सकते हैं, लेकिन इस पर्टिकुलर टॉपिक में उसको अवॉइड करें। और महावीर जैन के, बुद्धा के, प्रोटेस्टेंट के, मॉडर्नाइजेशन के, गैलीलियो के, जेम्स वाट के, इन सब के एग्जाम्पल्स, प्रोटेस्टेंट्स के, इन सब के एग्जाम्पल्स दें। तो इसके अलावा इसको एक्स्ट्रापोलेट करें कि कैसे जो ट्रू मैन ऑफ साइंस इंडिविजुअल लेवल पे है, फैमिली लेवल पे है, सोसाइटी के लेवल पे है, कम्युनिटी के लेवल पे है, नेशन के लेवल पे है, इंटरनेशनल लेवल पे है। इसके अलावा इसको एलाबोरेट करें कैसे साइंस एंड टेक्नोलॉजी के स्फीयर में है, पॉलिटिकल स्फीयर में है, सोशल स्फीयर में है, इकोनॉमिक स्फीयर में है, और उसका फिर सब कैटेगराइजेशन करें कि इकोनॉमिक स्फीयर में भी एग्रीकल्चर में कैसे है तो ग्रीन रिवोल्यूशन है, तो एग्रीकल्चर में कैसे है तो व्हाइट रिवोल्यूशन है, तो इसी के अलावा इंडस्ट्रीज में कैसे है तो मॉडर्न इंडस्ट्रीज हैं, इंफ्रास्ट्रक्चर, सर्विसेज सेक्टर, मॉनेटरी पॉलिसी, फिजिकल पॉलिसी, इसको उसमें एलाबोरेट करें। जैसे फिर जैसे सोशल स्फीयर में आते हैं तो हाउ इट इज द सुपरस्टिशंस वेयर कॉजिंग हर्टिंग वीमेन, अनटचेबल्स, सो कॉल्ड अनटचेबल्स, दलित्स, द सो कॉल्ड लोअर कास्ट पीपल एंड सो ऑन। तो इस तरीके से सभी स्फीयर में एलाबोरेट करना जरूरी है कि कैसे स्टेटमेंट को एक्सट्रापोलेट करना है एट ऑल लेवल, पॉलिटिकल लेवल, सोशल लेवल, कल्चरल लेवल, इकोनॉमिक्स लेवल, एट ऑल लेवल, रिलीजियस लेवल, internal, external, national, international, domestic, family, so community, society। So This is how the art of elaboration is. So you will be able to comfortably write once you know certain basics of essay writing, because essay is not answer. I repeatedly say that essay, you have ample leverage, you have to give so many examples, you have to give so many historical facts, you have to refer to the history, you have to refer across the board, so that examiner will appreciate that you are not only associated with a particular sphere. Like if you are student of political science and you are giving only political examples, so you are a student of sociology, then you are giving only society based examples. If you are dealing with science subjects, then you are only giving focusing on science and technology, while here science and technology is not being mentioned. Here the topic given is that the outer is the true man of science. The outer man means man can be in any sphere, man can be at individual level. So this is how you have to elaborate, you have to be cautious, do's and don'ts. I always repeatedly say, and I will also dwell it on it in further video lectures. That's it for today. Thank you.